Hello, and welcome to the Thyroid Warrior podcast. I'm Ebony, and I'm here as your wellness facilitator. I'm going to be sharing my experiences in managing Hashimoto's disease. I really hope that it'll help you on your personal journey. Keep in mind, however, this does not substitute for medical advice. It is only for your information and motivational purposes only. Now, let's get started. Okay, so we've done a lot. You've given me ideas and you've let me know what you think and what's worked best for you in terms of really and truly working on your meal planning and all that fun stuff. But the question that I often ask myself and what I want to pose to you is, how do you get the most out of your grocery shopping experience? Because it can be really overwhelming grocery shopping, and that's why sometimes I tend to do things online. So if you haven't tried out Amazon Fresh, highly recommend it. Or a lot of grocery stores now are offering meal delivery services. You do have to pay a slight premium for some things in some cases, but that's because it's convenience. However, when I go grocery shopping, I either go early in the morning or I go later in the evening after the early dinner rush, because I can't handle the anxiety that I feel coming from other people when they're grocery shopping. It stresses me out. Everyone's in a rush and I just can't. I avoid going in the middle of the day because normally that's when a lot of other folks are out, and I get really confused because the grocery stores are really crowded. And it's interesting because sometimes a lot of people are doing it because this is the only time when I can do it before the kids get out of school or before this happens or that happens. And I applaud you for getting in there and getting it done. So I just realized that I like going really early or late at night. When I do go, however, I have a plan. I take all of the information, and when I plan out my meals, I also write an ingredient list down. So I take that to the grocery store with me. And that way I'm focused and I'm going in and I'm getting exactly what I want after I've made sure I've eaten something. And that way I'm in it. So when I go in the grocery store, I tend to stay on the outside of the store. The outside of the store is going to have all of your produce. It'll have your protein sources, and typically things are pretty much fresh on the outside. So that's where I'm spending a lot of my time. I'm getting all my fruit, I'm getting all my vegetables, any type of protein that I need. And my bulk items are usually on the outside, but sometimes I have to go inside. And sometimes you'll have to get certain canned foods from the middle of the store, and that's totally fine. Or you have to get your frozen produce from there as well. But I've found that I was spending a lot of time on the inside of the store, and that's where all the snacks are. That's where a lot of the processed foods are, or more processed foods, I should say. That's where you're going to find a lot of junk food as well. And so I tend to stay away from that because the temptations are real for me, and I will come out with $30 worth of junk. I know myself. I have a sweet tooth. It is what it is. But when I started doing that and being more conscious of it, I learned the stores, and it just allows me to stay focused on what I came in there to get. So as I'm going, I check things off as well because I don't want to not check it off. And then I'm like, wait, did I get it? And if my cart is full, then I have to dig through, and I just don't like doing that. So everything I'm placing strategically in my cart so I can see it, so that I don't end up saying, wait a minute, did I get that? Did I not? Or I'll pick up another thing and go back because I'm distracted by something or someone called me and then I lost where I was. And you might be thinking, I am not doing all of that. That's fine. Totally fine. But I just want you to know that, hey friends, I want you to know that I am now offering one-on-one and small group coaching. And that is all about helping you live a happy, healthy, and joy-filled life. And when you work with me, whether it's in a small group, and that's 3 to 4 people, or one-on-one, you're going to get 3 months of support with me. You're going to be able to have bi-weekly calls, a customized exercise and nutrition plan, and you'll also get to have a journal to write down everything that we talk about during our sessions. So the first of the year is coming. Don't miss out. I have about 8 slots left for my one-on-one slots and 6 spots left for my small group coaching. So you've been going through experiencing your symptoms and working on this for so long. Why not take the time and treat yourself and actually work with someone that really and truly wants to see you survive and thrive? So you can find out more information about how to work with me one-on-one by filling out my application at joyfulebony.com/app. That is APP. Thanks again, and let's get back to the episode. When you think of grocery shopping as a means to fuel your body, you start to think differently and your mindset changes around it. Because for me, it helps to stay focused on the goal. Because when I had desires to lose weight or to gain muscle or anything like that, I realized that doing an exercise program, for example, would only get me so far. The key to success that I've learned is in your nutrition. So every time I stop or get distracted, my focus comes back to what's most important, and that's making sure that I am feeding my body with everything that I possibly can to support a healthy immune system and to make sure that I'm doing the most that I can for my thyroid gland. So as you're thinking about your trips to the grocery store, one of the other things that I want to remind you of is it's really easy throughout this entire process to get overwhelmed, but I want you to take a deep breath and recognize and know that what you're doing is serving a higher purpose, and that's to help you live a happy, healthy, and joy-filled life. And that, for me, makes everything worth it because I have more energy, I have more stamina in terms of getting through my days now. And again, from my blood levels, the last time I looked at my thyroid information, everything came back 10 times better than I expected. And I attribute it to having a plan and really sticking to it. So on those days where you're like, I don't feel like doing this, or I want to give up, just know that what you're doing really is important and it's going to help you be the amazing person that you are. And with that, be happy, be whole, be well. Take care. Okay, thyroid warriors, get out there and take things one step at a time. Remember, be great, reflect on your triumphs, and as always, be well. Take care.